this is the thing, you guys, and this is where I'm always going to be brutally honest with you because it really is what's best for you. The longer that you put this off, meaning quitting drinking, the longer you avoid quitting drinking, the longer that you now willingly keep stepping into this cycle because now you know. I've explained it to you. You understand what's happening. The longer you keep drinking, the harder it's going to be to break this cycle. The harder it's going to be, the more discomfort it's going to cause you when you finally do decide to quit. So that's where then that's the choice. That's what you've got to ask yourself is how much worse do you want to let this get? How much more of your actual emotional intelligence and actual emotional regulation, feeling your life, how much more of that are you going to give away to alcohol and let alcohol hijack it? Turn you into a person that is not actually you. Because that all of that stress, all of that overwhelm, the fear, the anxiety, the depression, the anger, whatever it is, the more you drink, the more all of those emotions become the alcohol. They're not you. They're not the real you. You can figure out how to work through those things. You can figure out how to manage them, how to deal with them, but not as long as alcohol is in the picture. Because you're not in control then. Your brain's not even in control. Alcohol's in control. So I hope that that really lands on your heart and not in a scary way, you guys. I want these conversations to be the thing that hopefully cause like some things to click and shift in your brain. And maybe even do cause some cracks to open up in your heart where then the hope can start to come in. And you can start to think like, okay, wow, I wish I had known that this is what alcohol does because maybe I wouldn't have turned to it so much. I don't know if that lands for any of you guys, but I remember feeling that so much when I first started learning all of this stuff and first really quit, meaning really quit with support, with education, with accountability, all of that in the fall of 22. When I started learning all of this stuff, I was like, my God, if I had known this years ago, if I had known this when Dylan was born, if I had known this when parenting got really, really hard, I don't think I would have turned to alcohol as much as I did. I bought all of the mommy needs wine hook, line, and sinker because I believed it was as innocent and innocuous as society makes it out to be. But you guys, that is simply not the truth. And that is why I want to have these conversations because I want you to understand you can step out of this cycle at any time. And I promise that for as scary and overwhelming as that feels to think about quitting drinking, it can reward you that much more too, right? However big your fear feels, the reward, the peace, the freedom, the joy, everything that you're going to be making space for by letting go of alcohol is going to be that big too. Like it is going to outweigh the fear if you just do it, okay? What's before you now, you guys, is just making the decision to step away. Step away from alcohol long enough to let your brain actually recalibrate. Let your brain heal. Let your brain remember and relearn how to emotionally regulate itself and help you get through your life without relying on an actual drug because it's a drug. I'll always remind you guys of that. Alcohol is a drug, okay? And yes, it's uncomfortable at first, but it's only uncomfortable because you haven't done it without booze for a long time. It's not uncomfortable because it's wrong, and it's not uncomfortable because you're weak or not capable. It's just uncomfortable because it's new again. It's new. A lot of us have not done much of our adult life without alcohol. So it feels weird. Okay, I get it. It does. It feels weird at first, but it's absolutely possible. And the more we do it, the easier it becomes. The more you find yourself coming back to yourself, remembering how strong you are, how capable you are, how resilient you are, remembering what you enjoy, what you love, how you like to relax, what you can connect with people over. That's not alcohol, okay? So I want to leave you guys with this today. The reminder, the little like piece of like truth that I just want to place on your heart for you to think about is that when you drink, alcohol is not just taking the edge off, you guys. It is quite literally dulling the entire emotional range of how you experience your life, okay? The good news though is that you can reverse all of that and you can get it back. All of the joy and the peace and the freedom and the confidence and the clarity all of that. It's still there. It's still inside of you and it's still around you. You just need to get alcohol out of the way. Okay. You deserve to remember how good life can feel when alcohol is not telling you otherwise. When alcohol is not literally hijacking your brain chemistry and making you believe things about yourself and about the world that are not true.